Everybody, welcome back to Bobby's Bucks, and today we're going to talk about the October lull and where to hunt, not burning out your spots too early. We're going to talk all about that. Here we go. Where am I hunting right now? This whole thing is almost like a chess match. The season here in Michigan is 3 months long, and you can really burn out an area by polluting it with human presence, human scent, too early. And that's by hunting those spots that you really expect a lot of chasing and a lot of doe activity. If you get into that spot early, the deer, it won't take long for the deer to only come there during the nighttime when you're not there, or stop all the daytime movement and just move somewhere else during the day. This time of year, the October lull is taking effect. And what's the October lull? The change in deer patterns, and that's due to pressure. Now they're getting wise. They're smelling that the human scent invading their areas. Right now what I'm hunting is public land spots I've never hunted before. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that these are spots that haven't been hunted in years, or spots where, because I'm not setting up near tree stands. I'm setting up where I don't see any sign of hunters, and I'm seeing a lot of deer sign. The other night I walked 1.25 miles in, and when I got down to where I had never seen a hunter before, I look over to my right and there's a hunter in a tree stand moving around. He had no idea I was even there. I snuck out of there. But now I'm gonna have to hunt around that guy. Maybe I can hunt the mornings. But I backed out of there and I went to a spot where I'd seen a lot of rubs. And I'll show you here in a minute, if you stick with us, I'll show you that hunt. But I went in there, never sat there before, but I knew there was a lot of sign. During the October lull, I'm hunting properties that are far away from the parking areas. I'm hunting areas that are maybe tough to get to, or I'm hunting properties that are close to the road that maybe are overlooked. I'm hunting a place that's never been hunted. If you have permission to hunt on any private properties and you haven't hunted them yet, this is a great time to hunt them. Because just because you're not seeing deer or bucks move, that's probably due to the pressure. Now, some of those really big deer, those 3.5, 4.5, 5.5-year-old deer, if you have any of those deer on your property, those deer most likely won't even move. Those deer are ghosts until about Halloween. That's when they finally start to show up on trail cameras. You'll maybe get them to move during the day because the testosterone's rising and they are thinking about breeding full time. And some of those does are already being bred at the last week of October. So they're starting to ramp up. They're starting to chase more. They're starting to fight more. And you're finally getting a chance to do some grunting. Just try to hold off on those really good spots, because it's possible to get in there, educate the deer, and then they'll do their breeding and chasing somewhere else. So now let's go out to that hunt where I ran into that hunter and I had to turn around and go hunt a different spot. Bike parked, it's all locked up. And this tree is just tore up. Big old rub. There's another tree over there that's got a big old rub on it. Big old rub. Big rub. Got little rubs. Rub right here. Rubs over here. So just tore up. Well, we just got back to our spot. We hiked over 1 mile, rode our bike in, got all the way back. Here goes some cranes. And I get back to my spot. There's a hunter there. It looked like a permanent stand too. Totally bummed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back out and set up where all those rubs were, and hopefully we get lucky. I mean, I can't believe that. Looks like they're bedded down right here. Could get up in that tree right there. If we could get a buck to come through here. see. Nobody ever is back there, but somebody was there, nice and early too. And, you know, I always have a backup plan, and this place has about 8 rubs, 2 scrapes, and it's gorgeous. So, and it's a great place to film too. I mean, if we get any deer coming in early enough, this is like a thick staging area where they come out of their bedding area, or they come out of the woods, and they'll eat some acorns. This is a big oak tree right here. So this is dropping acorns, and I think they come out here and scent check all their scrapes and move on. This good. So that 4-point came right in, and I don't know if, of course, if it was an older buck, I don't know how much I would have gotten away with, but again, I spray down. I even spray my bike down. I know there's grease and everything, but I'll try to spray the tires down with scent control. And if you guys would like to see my scent reduction system, I just put a video out. I'll put it up in the corner, and you guys can see everything I do to try to reduce my human scent. So this is a spot that was right off the road. It was one of those overlooked spots. It's far to get to from a parking area. So what I do is I just pull over on the shoulder of the road. And this is some property that's adjacent to some private. So I really think that a lot of hunters just overlook this spot. It's a spot that has all these ridges kind of bottleneck together, and they all go down to this bottom of the hill. I set up to the side of the hill and watch all these deer filter down. So we got a windy afternoon. It's going to give us a chance to get into the woods and work a little bit. We have this great spot, but the only tree we can get into has a big tree trunk. So we're going to do a little trick, and I'll show you what we do when we get out there. So we're out at a spot where there's this clear path, and there's all these opportunities for us. And this is like an old rub area, and they run down this hill. So this tree, it's too big to get our sticks around. What we do is we bring in a half of a ladder, and that will get us high enough where we can finally get our sticks around the tree trunk. So if you have time, bring in a couple 4 feet pieces of a ladder, just a couple pieces to get up these big trees that have these multiple limbs that'll help you hide your body. You can hide behind, and then when the deer comes out, you can just swing around and take your shot. So this is a hill that they run down, and we can get them as they're running through. They also like to come out of here, and tonight we have a crosswind, so it's almost bad for us, but they're gonna think they're gonna be able to scent check everything. We're gonna get them from the other side. They should cross right in front of us, about 10 yards right here. Everything goes right. You can actually see the truck. The truck is 80 yards away. That's nuts. Just a little buck, a little ding buck came through. He was rubbing all over everything. He came right through about 30 yards. He's still walking around back here. Little buck is down the hill right now. It's crossing over, and it's about 30, maybe 20, 30 yards down the hill, and the wind's going right that way. So I think it's going right over his head. We need the bigger bucks to come out now. But this spot's right off the road. It's one of those overlooked spots. I'm gonna have to put a permanent stand in here. This is just too cool. See if we can get him on video. I don't know if he's gonna be coming in or not. I'm hearing sounds way out there. I think he's going towards the swamp. I'm out here in the food plot, and it's October 19th. This is going to be the last time that we seed winter rye. We're just going to blanket the whole area with winter rye, and I got this system from Jeff Sturgis, where he just keeps blanketing and overlaying all this seed. And I always just overseeded once, and then I would have half a bag of winter rye sitting in the shed, and you lose about 10% of germination every year anyway, so this is a great reason to get rid of this seed anyway. And plus it's going to help hunting. It's going to be nice when you're the only guy on the block that has green food for your deer. Everything's going to brown up here pretty soon. I'm always trying to find places that people aren't hunting, and like that one spot I was going to where I found that hunter, that was a spot where I never had been bothered by another hunter. I was able to get in and get out without any pressure the whole way, accessing the wind is in my face, and it's just a perfect setup. But now with that hunter there, that changes everything. So I'm going to just change the game, and I'm really excited about hunting new spots that I have in mind that I found early season, and that's what I'm going to stay busy hunting. I'm not going to go hunting unless it's nice and cold. I know there's a chance that I could get a deer coming into like a pond or some creek to take a drink or something, but the chances are slim. And I want to hunt when my chances are best, when I'm because I don't really have that much time to hunt. So if it's warm, I may take the boat out to fish, or I may catch up on chores. It's a good idea to make the wife happy because you're going to disappear for a couple weeks. come in November. So, but I hope you enjoyed the video. That was just a little bit of information of what I'm doing right now. You know, I know I'm seeing a lot of dinky bucks, but you know, it's only a matter of time before, as soon as Halloween gets close, things are gonna start to get exciting. Don't fall victim to jumping into those good spots too early. It's really easy to do that and blow out your spots and really affect the hunting in a negative way. So you don't want to do that. So just have fun hunting some, you know, if you have private land spots and you don't want to mess them up, then go hunt some public land. But public land is always a great option, and you have a really good chance of getting a good deer. It's just sometimes a matter of how hard you want to work. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.